Exactly 1 year since the August House passed the Anti-Money Laundering Bill into an Act of Parliament. The President later signed the Act into law. The law defines money laundering as the process of turning illegitimately obtained property into seemingly legitimate property. It includes concealing or disguising the nature, source, location, disposition, or movement of the proceeds of crime. The Anti-Money Laundering Act provides for the establishment of the Financial Intelligence Authority, an independent body that will investigate any form of money laundering and recommend the suspects for prosecution. NTV has learned that the authority is now in place and officially began work on 1st July, with former Director of Legal Affairs in the Inspectorate of Government, Sydney Asubo, as the interim executive director. The authority will, among others, be responsible for combating money laundering, ensuring compliances with the Anti-Money Laundering Act, enhancing public awareness about money laundering, passing information collected in the investigations to the authorities to enforce the laws of Uganda, exchange information with similar bodies in other countries with a money laundering law.
There's a list of 15 persons who are supposed to make what we call suspicious transaction reports. And these include financial institutions like the banks, the forex bureaus, the money remitters, and the microfinance and deposit-taking institutions.
Asubo explained that it will be mandatory for all financial institutions to report to the authority any transaction that involves more than 20 million shillings in a day for assessment.
Now, then the authorities' mandate will be to analyze these reports and determine whether there's any need for an investigation or prosecution. Then we submit to the relevant law enforcement authority.
The Financial Intelligence Authority can also confiscate any property that has been acquired using the so-called dirty money. The authority is currently funded and hosted by the Ministry of Finance, but it is expected to become autonomous and self-accounting it from the 2015-2016 financial year. In the next 6 months, it is expected that government will complete staff recruitment for the authority, including the appointment of the board of directors. Some legislators are optimistic that the new authority will significantly help in cracking money laundering.
We have seen people stealing money which would have been for public, for social services, and people take it for their personal use. So all those issues will be checked.
Now, with the presence of the Financial Intelligence Authority, if you are buying land, they will ask you, where have you got the money? Declare the source of the money.
But others are worried that government could use the anti-money laundering law to curtail the activities of the opposition.
It is linked to the political regime, and it sometimes is used as a tool to haunt those in opposition.
Whether the authority will crack the whip on the sophisticated crime of money laundering is just a question of time and will largely depend on its capacity to crack it. Solomon Serwanja, NTV.